Something very few people ever look at is the whole body communication system. The cell membranes are an integral part of that. Dr. Dawson Church looked at the structure of the cells in his book. It's called The Genie in Your Genes, and he describes a skeletal structure of microtubules that he likened to rebars in buildings holding up cellular shape. And these microtubules are broken down and rebuilt many times per hour, and they are found not to rebuild themselves randomly, but they are attuned to the energy field the cell exists in. They are kind of like antennas that can receive signals from the environment, including electrical and magnetic frequencies, and they restructure themselves according to those frequencies. Now, they also discovered the microtubules, they tap into protein sugars called integrins, which are also embedded in cell membranes, through which then they convey information from the outside of the cell into the cell, into the organelles, even the nucleus, and vice versa. So this enables instant communication within the body. So far, we're thinking about hormones and nerve signals for the communication, but both of those are really too slow to explain the millions, even billions of functions the body has to undertake every second. So they actually transport electromagnetic frequencies that go up to the speed of light via photons. Here's a schematic showing the cell membrane, the butter sandwich, and on the lower part of the schematic are the microtubules that tap into the nucleus and also other organelles. Outside of the cell membrane, we have connective tissue, collagen fibers. This is fascia. And that's how the communication system works within the body. It's a concerted function of communication to orchestrate all the functions the body has to undertake. And the cell membranes are more important for that than DNA because they can sense via this information the environment. There's the internal environment, such as emotions, the mental, energetic, spiritual, and biochemical makeup of a person, but also the external ones, the foods we eat, the poisons we are exposed to, and predator social situations, which then in turn activate hormones, for example, stress hormones. Those are all environmental signals that pass through the cell membranes. And Dr. Bruce Lipton calls cell membranes really liquid crystal semiconductors because they selectively let in and out substances. The fascia is an integral part of this information system because it connects into every cell via those microtubules. And Professor Fritz Albert Popp was really the one who found out that those photons exist and that they relay information. And he said, man essentially is a being of light. So we literally are what we think. We are our thoughts because it's the only way this rapid communication of thoughts, feelings, and environmental signals can reach every nook and cranny of the entire body. So the tissues can react to these signals. So we have to think about what can go wrong if we're constantly exposed to EMF emissions. What happens when foreign substances in our bodies that we all have now receive and emit electromagnetic frequencies? It can only cause disharmony in the communication system with a lot of problems that this will cause.